Hi friends, welcome to Tutors Funny channel. In our last class, we saw the uh, how to save the record. In this class, I'm going to teach the how to update the records. Sorry, how to view the records. So that's the same thing from the control. I just copy this method. I going to paste it below. Here you have to when you view the records, we are using the get mapping. Here the request path variable, which is a get all author. The string, you have to write this one should be the list, public list. You have to write public list. You have to write here author detail. Okay, you have to write get all authors. That is a list. I am going to call press enter key to apply the class. Right. Now here what you are going to do is here you write it over here list author detail. Here write all authors equal service author service dot get all author. We have to pass in the message get all author. Okay, so we have to write return all authors. Right. Now what you're going to when the request is coming get all authors, it passes into the author service get all author method. You have to create the method on the this IMPL. This IMPL implementation is due by here. Click here to implement the methods. Implemented successfully. Now what you are going to do is here I'm going to do the thing is here what I did here is first you have to list, you have to write list, you have to write author detail. So here you have to write the author, this entity, you have to write all get authors equal authors equal, you have to write, you have to find all the author details from the here this one author repo dot find all. Okay, so after that you have to list, you have to write list author detail student, you have to write author detail list, author detail list equal new array list, new array list. Okay, now what you are going to do is you have to here first what the request is coming from the front end, you have to find all the records from the database. If you request that I want to get all the author details, so the this one passing to the service passes to IMPL. So IMPL how to find the record through the repo. Repo is a ORM tool which will be handling all the SQL queries. So select all from all the employees. Sorry, author details. So find all method to you have to help of the schema which is a entity through you have to write the entity class here list entity you have to get all the records to get it here. After that after get all the records getting from the database and we have to convert into the DTO to show into the front end so that we have to create the DTO object over here or author DTO list. Here we have to write the author DTO we have list. Now here we have get by one, so using the for loop you have to write here for loop you have to write this one author, you have to author object equal, sorry, you have to write here this one get all of us. You have to get one by one, Okay, get one by one author. Now here right. So change this author DTO. We are changing the type as author DTO dot author DTO equal new DTO. Here you write author dot get author ID. You need all things author dot get name by the author. That's the two things you have right. So here you have write it. Author list dot add. You have write it here DTO. This detail list you have write it here. This DTO author DTO. That's it. That's the thing you have write it. After that you have written which one you have written this DTO. That's it. So what I did so far. Here I am going to explain it. When the endpoint is coming get all authors, it goes to the author service get action method. Go to this interface. It is passing the IMPL. So first I need all the authors from the database. What are the authors names are there? These are all the names. Okay, we have to retrieve. So what I'm going to do is a find all method. So ORM tool. We have to call this find all method to load all the data through the entity. This entity. Okay, your entity format. We have to get all the data and passing the format of entity. This format. After that, we have to make the DTO list too. After we have received the data via the entity format, we have to convert into the DTO format to show the front end. So we have to create the DTO format object or author DTO list. After that, we have to get the for loop to load load the data. So we have to create the again author. You have to get the object author. Here have to get all authors. What the record is coming here. You get by one. This one author get author ID and get name. You have to convert into the DTO format. Okay, author DTO. Okay, so after that it will be converted the DTO format to show the front end. This is the DTO object you have created. Add method. You have to write this one. You call it here. It will send it like this. This way. You have to run and check it whether it's working fine or not. You will be able to see here. Alright, it's running successfully. Now what you're going to do is here, this all things here, just copy this API, just plus symbol. This is all, this one, get all. Sorry, get all, this one, get all. So to implement the method is get all author. Get all. Right now let's click send. Here you can see author ID, author and all the names should be list of the name you will be getting. Very simple. This is how we have list the data. Okay, now I hope you guys you understood the list the data. Right? Let's do the update and delete part. So let's this all the things you just copied and paste it below. Here this one I'm going to make it as put mapping. When you update the record, you are make it as a put mapping. Here you have write update. Right? The endpoint you are set as update. Here this one you have make it as public string update author. Here write, here this author, update author, here write this one. Just copy this, paste on it here. Here write here, request body, author update it here write, author update it here. Here you write here, this one, all present key, sorry, all present, here write it over here. What I did here is string author name, author service dot, here right here, update author, here write it over here, author update it here right here, return author name. Here this one update, here this one, click on this, click here, create a method over here, then implement the method over IMPL. Okay, the method is coming the interface. Here this one implemented to through service implements, but implementation successfully. Now let's what we are going to do is, now we have to going to update the record. Okay, we have to update the record. So how to update the record? First check whether this author is exist or not. What is the ID is coming from the front end? First you have to check whether the ID is exist or not. So how to check it? First you have to get the author entity, which is a database schema. We have to check through the schema. You have write the query. So here what's the query? Author repo dot get by ID. You have to write here get by ID. Here you have to check it here, get by ID. Author update DTO dot get author ID. Okay, if the ID is exist or this, the what's the data is coming, that particular data, the ID is exist or not. Check it. What's the IDs of the author, whether the author is exist in the database or not. So this is the query management system. Okay, it's nothing but a repo. The repo means here, this repo. It's here. This all are SQL queries here. If you are hold on shift control key down and click on this JP repository, here this all the SQL method you will be able to see here. Every SQL, you no need to write anything else. You just implement this one, it take care of it. It will be take care of it if you have to implement this one. Right? So after that, what you're going to do here, you have to write author dot set name DTO dot get name. Right. Now here what you are going to do is after that, author repo dot save the author, this one we have to call it over here. You are setting the IDs exist, we have to set the update the record. But only the one field is there, we have to set the, we will be able to update the author name. On the field you have to, right, after updated, what you are going to do is here, you have to get the name of the author. So author dot get name. Right? So here this process we are doing like this. So we have to write it over here. First you have to check it. So I have to put it here, if this repo get by ID, here write get not get by ID, exist by the, first you have to find out whether the record is exist or not by ID. DTO update DTO dot get auth ID. Right. This exists if it is updated. Otherwise, you have to go to else part. You have to print out here stout author not exist ID. That's it. That's the thing you have to write. Sorry. You have to return null. Right. Now let's check your checkout. It's building. Let's test it. Click on this plus symbol. Now here, click on this. The get the post method. From this post method, you have to get it through here. Post. You have to write an update. What the update? Go to body. Row. Open and close bracket. These all things just copied. Select the name James Steele. Okay, this one not a post method, it's a put. It's a put mapping. You can see the put mapping annotation. This all the source code I provide you, don't worry. It is a put map. Okay, now here once you click on the send button, here James Steele record is updated successfully. Okay, now if you go through the database, you will be able to say the record has been updated as a James Steele. Right, so why is here? Right, now what you're going to do is I'm going to do the deletion part. So let's go to the deletion. Okay, so this is one, this is the same thing, copy and paste over here. This one we have to make it as a delete mapping. When the request is coming, here you have to set the path variable. So I would set the path variable delete. Okay, delete slash, you have to set the path variable ID like this way. Okay, ID set it like this way. Right, so after that delete author, here you have to set the path variable. Set the path variable. So write value ID int ID. Right, so here what you're going to do is you have to write delete author. This ID you have to pass it over here. Okay, here the message you have first here so deleted. Right. What's the ID of the API endpoint is coming slash delete slash what's the ID you are going to delete. Imagine it's a one author number one. It goes to set it the path variable. Here it goes to the service delete author method. Okay, so click on create the method or your service interface where the implemented the IMPL. You have to implement the method over here. Like this how you have to do the program. Okay, here what you are going to do is you have to get the ID and delete the record. Before you have to get the ID and delete the record, you have to check it whether the record is exist or not. Check via the repo. Here you have to write what's the repo, author repo dot exist by ID. What ID is coming? This ID coming ID. Okay, so you have to write here. You have to call the repo to delete the record. So what's the repo? Author repo. There is a method on the ORM tool delete by ID. Delete by ID. This ID you have to give and delete the record. Right? Else record not found. Println ID not found. ID not found. That's it. Let's check again. Once you've done the things, you have to click pay button to run the program again. Then only the all the changes will be applied. Okay, that's the thing you have to do it for the Spring Boot application. So it's running, your program is running without any problem. Okay, now let me check it. So all things you just copy it, get the new plus symbol, paste on it, your post, sorry, delete mapping. So delete here, specify the ID which is what ID I'm going to delete. This one I'm going to delete, author one. So only the your ID, you have to specify the ID only. Click button. Delete that. Let's be check it again, refresh it. Now again you have to send the record here. Author one is deleted. Okay, author one has been deleted. Here you will be able to see author one is deleted. This how make the delete request. Okay, first we tested whether the author is exist or not in the database table. If it is exist, then only it will be deleted. Right, this all things are done. Here you can see that these are all things are ORM tool. Here the delete, we have to put the delete here, ORM. It easily understands this is a delete. Here first search the author, particular author. When you run this one here, exist by ID. So here we have to what's the author, count all from what's the author. After that it make the action which is a deleted. Delete from author where the ID, it will be deleted. So all things are here. This is Hibernate. Okay, this is Hibernate ORM to it work as a Hibernate. Right. Thank you for watching.